There's lots and lots of different fandoms represented here too. Let's see, I've seen Browncoats.
Well, one was Indiana Jones.
That was a pretty good costume too, Indiana Jones.
Yeah. No, I mean Browncoats like Firefly.
No, I
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying not all the brown coats.
Yeah, no, but I mean like the shirt.
Tron guy in the house.
The Tron guy. And,
Is Tron Guy his own
was he
trope?
in the Tron Guy
Tron Guy
outfit
is
today?
I think we can call Tron Guy
Yeah,
his own
Tron Guy
trope.
is his own trope at this point. And
And
It's like when you look at the convention and see what tropes a convention has, you look for does it have Tron Guy?
yeah, Tron Guy is one of those convention staples anymore, sort of like, was it Sailor Bubba?
But Tron guy's way cooler.
Yes.
I'll never forget my first.
Yes, and
You always remember your first.
post-traumatic stress has a way of sticking with you.
Still haunted at night. Yes.
The hair to part like that. I don't understand.
It's all right.
Yeah, convention tropes. We should probably
I
do
don't-
a show on that.
I think we may be doing a show on that right now.
Okay, how many underdressed, underage girls?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know what
Well,
the
you
specific
know.
trope is, but there's been an unusual amount of jailbait in inappropriate places.
That's what the anime convention.
You guys haven't even seen it.
Anime conventions, it's jailbait in appropriate
Oh my
places.
God, this
They're
is
all
like
over the
grandma
place. You can't trip.
Yeah, I see some
You
of
can't
these
walk
parents
5
here,
feet
and it's
without
weird.
tripping over some raver kid who's high on ecstasy and is only wearing pasties and a foxtail and a Naruto headband.
And that's what anime convention. That's why I don't go. It's bad enough that I sell smut to adults. But when I'm selling it to 14-year-olds in duct tape and frills, like I'm.
And collars. Don't forget the collars.
Oh God, the collars. I have a BDSM background of sorts. Don't do that. That means things. That means serious things.
There was
You
this
can't
one Ohio
do
con
that.
a couple years ago where Chris and I just kept seeing, these friends would have, their other friend on a leash and be walking around and stuff like that.
Yeah, we saw that here a couple times.
It was like, after the 8th or 10th one, we wondered, which dealer is the one selling the small girls?
Which convention was that? Was that Anime Punch by any chance?
No, but,
Yeah, no.
you don't want to get me started on Anime Punch. I staffed that convention for 3 years.
I'm so sorry.
I have tails.
I'm sorry.
I was at an anime convention called Anime Detour, I think, last month, and I'm walking around. It wasn't until halfway through it I'm like, bitch, I don't think anyone is of age here. I can't look at anything.
Well, the joke at Anime Detour was all the staff, anyone over 30 is a staff or someone that's
Jeez. How sad is that?
Yeah, I think it was. I've regularly done anime conventions with Errant Story. I'm their Sherpa. I carried their giant boxes full of books around for Poe. We did like anime, and then we did PhilCon, which was a literary sci-fi convention in Philadelphia, and it was such a culture shock to go from half-naked raver kids flipping out to a place where the kids badge age went up to 26.
It is a different vibe.
They had like a kids badge, then they had like a junior member, and then they had like the regular badge, and not a single person in our party qualified for the actual regular badge. We were all kids badge or junior member.
Wow.
And we went from being the oldest people arguably in practically every room to, you whippersnappers, get out of my panel.
You don't know nothing about nothing.
Get off my lawn!
Though PhilCon was amazing because you almost, I've never been in a time travel panel where they're talking about time travel, which has like an astrophysicist and a nuclear scientist and a quantum mechanic like researcher.
Just go with quantum mechanic. I like that.
A quantum mechanic
quantums.
and trying to remember what her name is, but there's some sci-fi author who was in practically every panel, even if it had nothing to do with the stuff that she wrote.
Guest of honor, we call that.
Yeah,
maybe, hopefully.
But there were also some really seriously weird staffing things that went on at PhilCon, because I remember there was like a working Native American spirituality into your writing panel, like Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I got in there, and the number of panelists outweighed the number of people in the audience, and only one of them had actually ever written any Native American influences in their fiction. All of the other people were simply people that hadn't met like the 3-panel quota that they had for panelists, and they'd stuck them on that panel. So,
you're mildly, specific there.
Yeah, it was we're at Penguicon.
Yes, so you know where you are.
That's how you can tell a convention goer. This is late in the convention season, so anyone that does the convention tour about what are we in May? Is it May now? You start going, okay, wait. The weather outside suggests middle of the country. So I am either at Penguicon or, you get lost.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bad sign when you start being able to identify which hotel you're at by the carpeting. Oh, it's like, I see this is yellow with vines. We're in a Marriott.
Bath and Body Works shampoo that they have these Marriotts.
Oh yeah,
but you're overlooking a simple thing. We get these if we get lost tags. So if somebody finds us, you're supposed to be with Penguicon right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have actually.
Do you have any allergies?
I have actually forgotten that I was wearing one of these to the point where I've showed up at work to get things, or still had the con badge on.
Right.
I've put them on the next day on my way to go somewhere because you just get used to it.
Right.
And after a couple of days, when you take them off at the end of the convention, then you walk around for like 3 or 4 days feeling naked.
Yeah.
Like you've forgotten.
I keep grabbing for something to play with.
Yeah. I keep
I will say,
there should be a weight dragging at my neck.
Why doesn't my neck tingle? What is wrong with that?
I will say that Penguicon is. I don't know if any other convention does this thing, but Penguicon has this tag. This ribbon thing where people give out ribbons for whatever they feel like. And they can
Tess has got your ass whooped.
They can get their tags incredibly long. Where are you guys going? You leaving?
It's time. They're leaving.
Anyway,
it's about an hour.
So I need an example of this. So this is an okay length.
It's
not how long.
Put him on the table. Measure it.
Kez's is bigger than yours.
It isn't how long.
For those of you listening at
It's not how
home,
long it is. It's what you've done to earn them.
I suppose that too, but there's if you're a man.
Oh God!
And you're using a urinal. Remember, you have this.
That problem doesn't go away for ladies.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you sit down, this falls right in the toilet, and now you've got.
That's why I ended up putting mine on my pants.
I like throw mine over
I guess
the shoulder.
if you're a woman,
I do too.
also.
Or you can tuck them in your bra.
We'll see.
oh yeah,
I like when I'm drawing.
Well, actually, some can't because I've seen one will go all the way down to the floor, come up and down again.
Get
Like a
bigger
Doctor
tits.
Who
You can
scarf.
still put it in your.
That's why some people start
Last
putting
year,
it down the sides.
I have a Tom Servo robot puppet that I bring with me to conventions because people never talk to me about my own comics, so why not get their attention somehow? And last year I gave him his own fake badge, and he kept disappearing off of my table when I wasn't paying attention, and then he'd show up like an hour later with more ribbons. And he got some ribbons for doing some stuff that I don't even know what was going on at the convention. Or how he did it, because some of it involved like working arms or legs.
I was at a store in the mall and they had little Purell things. Instead of saying Purell, it said you might have touched your genitals. I almost bought that. It was great.
I need stickers immediately. Actually, I think that's a good tagging game. There are people at any convention that should be tagged with some form of probably didn't wash hands. Just so that we know. And we see them coming and can prevent
It's like 425.
touch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
And it should be a bright orange so that
yeah.
we can pick it out.
Yeah. And possibly glow in the dark. Let's.
Probably most
We
likely.
need to work on that, yeah.
Maybe flash. It should flash.
Oh, maybe we could do a biohazard sticker. You know, you get some,
nice.
you get a certain level of bacteria. Shit glows green.
Don't
and then
catch
we're
the
good.
zombie virus. Use your hand
Like an
cleaner.
ultraviolet thing where you just need to wave the black light.
You
over
never,
them.
never, honey, want to go anywhere near a convention with a black light. Luminol is banned, or you will be housebound for a long time.
Never go outside.
Can't get it off.
CSI lies. If you walk into any hotel and spray luminol, shit glows brighter than the sun. No. It's bad.
There's a kitchen episode where Chef Ramsay went into a bathroom with a black light, and it was on the ceiling.
Like, how did you get it under the cabinets? And that's.
Welcome to science.
You wouldn't believe what it takes to like gird me to get out of the house after. Well, you would believe. You've done the research studies, and every once in a while you're like,
I probably wash my hands 20 or 30 times a day now.
they get a little chapped. Yeah. Huh?
Anyway.
Webcomic.
Well, speaking of conventions and things like that at conventions, this one is still very relatively clean compared to some of the
True. People here are very well behaved.
Yeah.
Otakon, which is in Baltimore.
It's in the name.
Height of the summer, like 110 degrees outside. And they have the line that everyone, like, registering to get into the convention and to get their badges going. The line goes around the convention center, so they're all standing out in the sunlight. And then for the final phase, before they get to registration, they go into an enclosed, like, greenhouse. That's like the final stage before they can actually get into the convention center. So by the time any person coming to Otakon that year got in, they had been baked first so they were as sweaty as possible, and then put in a sauna so that they could just marinate in the sweat. I actually burnt the clothes that I took to that convention because we washed them, like we bleached them. You could not get that smell out.
It's like a human autoclave level 2.
I'd like run into it. It was like I pulled up a shirt and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, no. Otakon.
That was Otakon 2009.
It's in the name, Otakon. You should have known.
Otakon.
Otakon, yeah.
They called it it was Otafunk was the
Nice.
Otafunk.
Yeah, I did a comic once about the need for like Daisy Cutter Febreze bombs. If we could just fly low over some of those, that would help.
Like
grenades,
airplane.
Yeah, something.
Maybe like one of those the things that they always use in the futuristic decontamination, where when you leave the convention, it just sprays you with the jets of Febreze, and you have to stand there in the archway for a minute.
Sonic shower, exactly.
Where the lights change color and that somehow cures you.
I don't even think I'd mind the radiation scrub at that point. There's been a couple of cons where I felt like, you know, a good sob and a harsh scrub would be worth
That
it.
shower you take Sunday night when you get home is like the most satisfying shower ever.
There's never enough hot
Not so
water.
much
Washing
Penguicon.
off all the
So-
filth.
But but not Penguicon. We love
So, hang on.
Oh, we're wrapping it up.
If I could reel in this conversation before we
What are you doing, salad? Oh, noodles.
we actually.
The noodles from the dance.
Noodles? Oh, yes. Go ahead.
We're having a conversation over here, guys.
Oh,
Stop
well,
interrupting.
I'm sorry. Anyway, webcomics. We have some people in the audience. In fact, the entire room is filled. But there's only a couple of people with possible questions. So are there any questions from anybody in the audience? We have
Are there
thoroughly gone over
questions
everything.
for
I think.
anybody in the audience?
Don't all speak up
Panelists,
at
is there
once.
anything you would like to ask them? Why the
have
hell?
a question for Ray. Ray,
What?
why isn't your head filled with drawings yet?
Because we're all in this panel.
here.
Because all the marker people are waiting and talking about boobs and funk.
Put them on the table and draw on them now. So you have a video.
I don't have any markers.
He's got some
His
markers.
own markers? What, are you high? Do you not remember this?
Yeah!
Hell yeah! Bring it up, baby.
You got some minutes. You got time yet? Yeah.
We should probably explain to those who are just listening what this is about.
Raised a man. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, how about you sit here?
adjust
I
your
actually need
camera.
to get back to my table.
Oh, I'm sorry, but thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
Money, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
us poor students, you know.
Karen Hayward of
Yeah.
It's been great, guys.
What It
Thanks very
Takes.
Thank you. See that? There's a video record of that.
I touched greatness.
Alex, go first.
I'm gonna go wash my hands.
Wise woman, scientist,
Yeah.
webcomic artist.
So-
Webcomic artist.
So the show is now called Feeding My Ego.
Yes.
Yay! I think it's always really been subtitled Feeding My Ego.
Yeah, probably.
Validation horror, one of those.
something like that.
So, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Let's see. What do you want to know?
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell am I?
And why do people draw on your head?
You are.
People draw on my head because I got very drunk and was convinced to do it.
Good
Back
answer.
in 2008, I was staying with some friends, and this Penguicon actually was the first convention I'd ever been to. So they were popping my contrary, which was just fantastic. And I had gotten thoroughly into the spirit of things, and they're like, I want to shave you and then draw on your head. So I'm like, I don't trust you because you're going to draw like naughty things on my head. The people that I was staying with. But the idea didn't really leave. And I should have, years ago I should have given up and just started shaving my head because my hair was taking off anyway. So they got me very drunk and shaved my head, and then I went around and had it drawn on. Just because. And it became this thing that I wanted to do every year.
I look forward to you every year. Like about a month before Penguicon, I'm like, oh, the draw your head guy is going to be there. And I start thinking, I've had plans. I've been planning for a week. I'm excited.
I think there's more photos of me drawing on your head at Penguicon on Facebook than there are photos of me for anything else on Facebook.
No kidding.
No, seriously, nobody ever takes pictures of me.
I have no pictures of Jenny Breeden doing it. I have pictures of his head, though.
Nice.
I have pictures of Jenny Breeden doing it.
Very nice.
Which sounds a hell of a lot more kinky than...
Isn't it actually?
Yes. I definitely could.
Don't worry, she's not listening. Jenny has other things to do, I'm
Maybe
sure.
the stinger right there.
There we go.
That's good.
Does it really count though? If Melissa hasn't done it.
Melissa's done it. She just hasn't. Oh,
pretty sure
of course she's drawn on his head. Is it?
Not this year. Last year I did.
She'll get there.
You need to draw on that.
Yay! Oh, tell the story. Tell the story about the matchmaking.
Oh.
I love the story.
It was 2 years ago, and I was getting my head drawn on. This was the other hotel. It wasn't the Marriott.
It was in Romulus.
Romulus?
Yeah, Romulus. It was actually a pretty nice hotel. I liked the way it was laid out.
Yeah.
And it was next to a big boy.
Anyway,
That
I
was
walked up to this
really
table
nice.
with this really, really hot lady, and I wanted her to draw on my head, so she started doing so. And I'm thinking, this is great. But I started getting the vibe that she wasn't really interested in me because another person that she knew, sort of, like a little bit, came by and started drawing on me as well. They were drawing all over my face and that sort of thing. So I had a really hot chick right here, and another one right here, and they started talking to each other. And started really hitting it off, and I'm like, well, I guess this works out for them.
It was a match made on Ray's lap.
Yes,
Which
exactly.
is just awesome.
My lap unites hot chicks. And I thought that was just fantastic.
Well, I got to sit next to you.
No, my lap
Maybe one will
unites hot
fall
chicks who are
off
interested in each other.
Well,
So it didn't do anything for me, but it was great for them.
It's goodwill.
it's
Yes, exactly.
goodwill toward lesbians.
Yes.
We like that.
Always.
Oh, the colors.
One of the things that's always a risk of getting my head drawn on is I never know what's going on there.
Do you try to decode it in your head? Like you're trying to take the sensations and flip it into a picture in your mind?
I've successfully done so a couple of times. Usually only if I know kind of what they're gonna draw. Like when Howard Taylor drew him ahead last year, I could kind of tell that he was drawing one of his characters.
Yeah.
You know, it's NSB over here, it's Schlock over here. So I could pick that out.
But this thing that's going on is...
No, I have no clue whatsoever.
It's beautiful. I'm happy.
I trust that it is.
My greatest work.
Hey. Megan said the same thing. Megan, get this.
Awesome!
Like mine and all that.
Yes, exactly.
Hers is kind of shooting mine because hers is holding a gun too. It's like it's interrogating mine.
Wow, that's gonna be a rough interrogation.
Actually, it was pretty cool. The year of the lesbian lab setting was also the year where one of them basically started tentacle raping one of the other figures on my head. It was very well, it was awesome. We'll just go with that.
It was hentai headtastic.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna need a purple one.
How long do the drawings last in these Sharpies?
Because I am an exceptionally greasy wop, a night. That's all I get out of it.
Do you let the hair grow back, or you always shave it?
No, I'm...
How sad and lucky at the same time.
You know, yeah, that's true. I really wish it would stay around for the next day, but it never does. It's gone that night. I either have to wash it off before I go to bed, or it'll end up on the pillows, or just put a towel down.
You should.
And then I end up with a rather cool second print.
I was gonna say,
like Silly Putty.
Like Silly Putty.
You should bring your own pillowcase with you, and then you can have like a Shroud of Ray each year. That's the.
You should do
just like a montage every single day.
You just mist down your head, and then you lay down on one side. You roll.
You roll.
And then get the back, and then you have the relief print.
Performance art.
Melissa can put it in her new gallery. I'm sure she has one. Uh-oh. Are they doing other things in this room?
Well,
Probably later.
Beyond drawing on your head and...
It's 440.
I think they're just counting heads.
Oh, alright. They're counting heads. I think you get extra credit for yours.
Somebody's gonna have to take pictures of this, by the way.
Oh.
No, on my camera.
Oh, yours.
Yeah, because otherwise he doesn't.
Obviously. Well, I mean, we're Facebook friends, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo!
Fist bump.
Facebook fist bump.
You going next?
I'm ready. I've been ready for a week.
Let's do it.
Do this.
Do it now.
I have the
Andre's head. Do it now.
I'm ready for this. Oh, you even bought the thin one. I'm so proud of you.
So, webcomics.
Give it up, Fes.
This just proves that we're all freaks. Like, what if I looked forward to for the last month? It's not, oh, I get to be social and get out of my house and go to a new state. It's like, no, I get to draw on this dude's head. And I'm so excited.
I think this may be taking the infinite canvas concept to an entirely new height. We're using...
Adam, don't come over yet. I'm reveling in the fact that there are 3 women interested in me at once.
I'll get this on video.
I think it's pretty awesome.
Videographic evidence.
This is me being as close to a pimp as I'll ever get.
Oh, wait. New trope?
Yes.
Head drawing guy.
Head drawing guy.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll see what you need to do. You need to start a franchise of head drawing guys at other... And then, I don't know, maybe...
You know, if I wasn't so damn forgetful, I'd be giving out ribbons right now.
Yeah.
But I forget every year. Oh, it's Penguicon. I should probably go to that.
You need I drew
Go
on
for
his
it.
head on a ribbon.
You can draw on my ear, you can draw on my face, any skin you can see, it's fine. So,
Coming from behind here.
that's what she said?
It is actually what she said. But I wouldn't talk about myself in third person because that'd be weird. That'd be Fes.
Fes doesn't do that.
You know, I'm just waiting for you to tie a maiden to the railroad tracks. And
See? Am I wrong?
I have a theory as to... You know, I have a theory as to why Fes speaks to himself in the third person, because there are actually two Fesses. That's the only way he gets all of the things.
I can't live in a world where that's true, so you need to stop.
Oh no, wait.
Oh, I'm
this
done basking,
is the
by the
Fes
way.
from the mirror universe because he's got a beard.
Yes!
So which one's the evil one?
Both.
This one.
You have to just pick one.
Adam, you can draw now. I'm done basking. So.
All right.
Which is boring.
Actually, I would like to pose this question. If this were a D&D, what would my alignment be?
How nerdy does this need to get
I'm
right
thinking,
now?
Lawful old-timey.
I've usually said chaotic,
Lawful
but
railroad.
It's like V for Vendetta with Groucho glasses.
Okay, do you mean what would your alignment be based on the way you look, or what would your alignment be based on what we know of you?
well, how what do you know of me? What are you prejudiced? You just judging me by how I look?
You look a little Western.
Don't start with me.
Western thing going on.
I play this game better than you.
I think it's a foregone conclusion what my alignment's probably.
Well, it's chaotic.
Yeah, chaotic something.
Chaotic something.
I'm neutral loser.
I know what it is.
I don't know.
Wait, take a drink.
It's chaotic who shiny.
Very good.
Why I love you.
See, in reality, he has that mustache, so I can pretend he's a bad boy.
And he's a biker.
He's twirling his mustache.
Everybody needs a fantasy.
That needs to be a drinking game rule, but
You should figure out how to make it wiggle.
Yeah, like you're Elizabeth Montgomery. Go ahead, try it.
What do you want?
I love you.
Oh, yeah.
this is all on tape.
See, I love you.
No.
I thought I'm coming to a podcast, not a roast.
This show can turn into whatever it wants to be.
Like a transformer.
Well, it's kind of cool because there's always the put downs and then the lift up. You got the lift up, he got the put down.
We're ready to beatify you, and then we just crucify him.
It all works. So this has basically been the Webcomic Beacon. I'll be putting the call out for new co-hosts, and you can email us at
Thank
Webcomic.
God! It's about time!
Son of a bitch.
I'm free!
Don't make him laugh.
Why are there never any fields of flowers for me to run through in these moments?
Fred love. Wait, Tanya. You'll always be my co-host.
You can't get
Until you're
away.
replaced.
How many more on that restraining order, by the way?
They're behind on the
Thanks for coming. So I gotta actually make a real, actual ending to the show because apparently it's over. So, so this has been the Webcomic Beacon with as many of us as attention spans as there are. We've had myself, of course, of psiwebcomic.com, Mark Savary of autumnlake.com.
Hello there.
No, we're leaving now.
Oh, goodbye there.
Yes. Tanya of
It's Daisies and Shit Productions.
Daisies and Shit Productions. We've had
What are we calling it now?
Adam Smithee of applevalley.com. Right?
Yes. Well, call it the Apple of Discord family of webcomics.
We've had Adam Smithee from his stuff. Alex Heberling of alexsguide.net. We've had we of course had Kez on from the War of Winds. And head drawing guy.
Hi. Melissa did the bug.
Sweet. Tune in for more at webcomicbeacon.com next week and the weeks after that. And stay tuned. I don't know how to end this. Yes.